Yeah. Hey. All right. So, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mo, and I'm back again with another video. So, today's gonna be a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been busy with other stuff. But let's get straight into it. So, this video is gonna be all the books that I've read this year so far. Now, when the year started, one of my resolutions was, read 2 books a month, and we've done that. We've gone way above that, but we've done that, and I'm gonna first let me put up the list right here. These are all the books that I plan on reading throughout the year, and there's more that I'm still adding on. Like I added 3 this morning, but this is the list right here. If you want to tag along, you can do it. If not, cool, your choice. But basically, I'm gonna show you guys the books that I've read this year, from my least favorite all the way to my favorite, like the best one. I'm gonna give you guys a brief explanation of it. So if you don't want to, you don't have to buy it, but I recommend you buy it. And when you do buy it, make sure you highlight them and stuff. Like highlight key points that stand out to you, that just makes sense to you and that you connect to. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. And then I'll give you guys the books that I recently got, because I literally bought 1, 2, 3, 4. I bought 6 books like 2 days ago. I'm gonna show you guys. But anyways, starting up this list is The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Now I didn't like this book because it was long, it was dragging, and I already got the point. The point of this book, I already got from 2 other books, and somebody told me it was good books, so I got it. And some of the stuff that I said here, like I already knew kind of, and it was just, I don't know, it's a boring read. It's a good book, like, a lot of information. It talks about like different fears that stops people, like the fear of failure, which is a big one in trading, especially how he overcame the fear, abnormal fear, examine your fears, stuff like that, and it helps. Like it's a really good book. It talks about how your subconscious mind is literally what runs everything, right? So you're conscious every day, you're walking around and stuff, but your subconscious mind is like the habits and stuff that you just naturally do. Like when you're driving a car and you just zone out, like you're still driving, but you're not really thinking about driving. Yeah, that's your subconscious mind. Like you're just flowing. So if you want to achieve anything, you need to tap into your subconscious mind. If you put it in there, it's gonna work for itself. Like that's what you gotta do. So yeah, this is my least favorite book, just because it's a little boring and it's a little repetitive. And honestly, I don't know. It's a good book. Like overall, all these books are good. It's just this one's just, I don't know, boring to me. Cool. The Magic of Thinking Big. Now I actually really like this book. I really like this book, and I know it's at the bottom of this, but I really like it. And it's basically like The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Just whatever you think, you become. Your thoughts lead to feelings, which lead to actions, which lead to results. So if you're thinking positively, you're gonna do positive things. If you're thinking negatively, you do negatively. So yeah, the magic of thinking big, and whatever goal you want to achieve, whatever you want to do in life. I don't care if it's walking dogs. Why you just trying to walk 1 dog? Like walk 10 dogs, bro. You need to think big. If you think big and you shoot for the stars, you're gonna aim among the moon. Like you're gonna be on the moon. So just shoot big. Use goals to help you grow, and make sure when you're reading these books, you have different highlighters. I have like different colors, but these are my main 2. Red is like stuff that makes sense to me. Like okay, cool, I understand it. Yellow is like stuff that I can actually use like effectively, like stuff that I should write separately on a different list, and stuff that I can read and make me think, and that can help me better. So orange for me is like important stuff that's good. Yellow is like critical stuff, like stuff that you might need. It could help you. But yeah, overall good book. Just like The Power of Subconscious Mind talks about your mind. Everything starts in the mind. If you get your mind right, you get your body right. You get your body right, you get everything right. So it all starts with how you think. The magic of thinking big, and you should think big with anything. Go big or go home. I don't want to go home. I want to think big. So there you go. The Art of Being Alone. I'll be honest with you, I don't know why I got this book. I think it's because I was in season of isolation. I was wondering, like, okay, cool. Like, I love being alone. Like, way before I got this book, I love being alone. I just wanted to get it because somebody said it was a good book. So I was like, you know what? Let me check it out. And it's a pretty boring book. Like some of the stuff I already knew. Like, most of the stuff I already knew. Like, being alone is fine. I don't really care. I had to live my life. The 12 Universal Laws of Success. This book is like another book. Think and Grow Rich, because we're gonna get to it. But this one, I really like this book. Look at this. Just read it. Look at 12 laws. And these analyze everything so well. Like it literally tells you, okay, cool. The law of thought, your mind. Everything starts with the mind. Most of these books are mind books, like psychology books. To understand how you feel, why you think a certain way, and why. And I'm doing all this for trading, because trading, you need to be a different person. You can't be regular when you're trading. trading, you have to have a different mindset way of thinking. So the law of thought, the law of change, the law of vision, the law of command, the law of magnetism, the law of focus, the law of action, the law of value, law of relationships, law of supply, law of persistence, and law of truth. Truth is simple. But yeah, really good book. I really enjoyed this book. Any books that's about the mind, you know, how you think and why we act in certain ways, those are the best books. So yeah, I really like this book, and I recommend that you guys get it. All right, cool. So how to win friends and influence people. This is just a book to really understand how you can use people around you, like how you can learn from people, benefit from people, help people out. Because remember, when you take something from somebody, you're also giving them something. That can be positive or negative. So you need to think about it before you do it or say anything to it. Yeah, this basically just breaks down, understanding how people move, how you can effectively talk to more people. You know, if you're talking to somebody and you say their names in the center, like let's say you're talking to John and be like, hey, thank you, John. Like that's good. But you can say no, you can say like, I appreciate you. That's a good sentence. You can say that. But if you say, John, I appreciate you, using his name psychologically, that's the like a person's favorite word, like their own name. So if you use their own name in a sentence like that, it makes them feel good. It's like, okay, cool. Like he knows who I am. He acknowledges me. You know, he appreciates me. Cool stuff like that. Basic stuff like that. And yeah, how you need to be. You don't really care about what people say, but you kind of do because to a certain degree, like your reputation is everything. So how you treat somebody is gonna tell his other friends, and then that's how their other friends are gonna perceive you before they even meet you. So when they do meet you, that's when they think, oh, John said he was really nice, stuff like that. So really good book overall. I like it. I would definitely put this above it though. But yeah, good books overall. This book right here, The 4 Hour Work Week. Now I got this because mainly, bro, I don't want to work like a lot. I don't really want to work a lot. All I want to do is trade, bro. I love trading. That's what I want to do. But this book, I got this to just think about how people say we're busy. We say we're busy, and we say, oh, we have a lot of stuff to do. But realistically, we're not that busy. Like stuff that takes people 8 hours to do, we can get done in 2 hours. Literally, put a timer on your phone, 2 hours, do not disturb, or airplane mode, and all the stuff that you have to get done, you can do it in 2 hours, maybe even less. But we only say it's 8 hours because oh, we get distracted. Oh, phone is right there. Oh, I have to go wash the dishes. I have to do this. We're getting distracted. Stuff like people, if people can just put time aside, 2 hours, 3 hours of just complete focus and just lock in, they can get so much done more than somebody who takes a full day or 2 days to get something done. And also, I really like this book, but it's more of a drop shipping book. Now, I'm gonna make a story about that because I did try drop shipping like a year ago. But yeah, this book is really good about how maximize your time, do more in less time, so you have more freedom to do whatever you want. But it's mostly a drop shipping book, and I'm keeping this book because when I do, you know, when I'm profitable with trading and trading is my full-time income, I do want to start drop shipping. I really want to do a clothing. I'm more of like a stylish, yeah, pants, hoodies. So when I do start that, I'm gonna come back to this book, literally highlight it, the important stuff. It literally tells you how to find the good manufacturers, tell you how to find the good suppliers, how to market on your website. Literally tells you the best websites to go to give you the best like ad revenue and target audience. Like it gives you everything about dropshipping. It's a really good book about dropshipping. So, but yeah, it does give you a lot of mental gems about how to maximize your time and work better. The first book that I ever read out of the whole group, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Obviously, everybody read this book because hey, you want to get rich. So I really like this book. It talks about the difference between poor people and rich people, and how the poor they get money and they spend it. The rich they get money, they invest it, and then whatever they get from the investments, that's what they spend. And it's mostly a real estate book. Like eventually, I want to get into real estate, so I really like this. But this is the first one that I bought like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Out of all these bunches, most of this book I bought this year, except this one and Think and Grow Rich. All the others I bought this year, and I've read all of them. So from January till now, I've read all of them. So a really good book about real estate. One day I'm gonna get the second book too, Cash Flow Quadrant. I kind of already know what it's about because there's videos on YouTube. Literally, you can watch YouTube videos instead of buying the book. So yeah, this one right here, The Millionaire Next Door. This literally talks about how rich people act poor and poor people act rich. Rich people, your neighbor could be a millionaire, you wouldn't know because he drives, you know, the Toyota, the Honda, He wears the same outfits every day. He's cool. He's chill. But you would, go out and get the Porsche and get the big house and get the big pool, and you trying to show off, show people that you have money when you really don't have money. When your neighbor, he's driving a Honda Civic that he bought like 30 years ago, but this man's got like 5 million in a bank, 3.2 million in real estate and investment, all that stuff. He's really wealthy. That's one thing. There's a difference between rich and wealthy. Rich is just money. Wealthy is like, okay, you have investment somewhere. You're able to share this with your family and your future descendants. Rich is like, all right, you still got money right now. You don't really know what to do with it. It's just sitting in a bank and stuff. So learn the difference between that. But overall, good book. Talks to you about why the millionaires are millionaires and why poor people are poor people. Tells you the difference and how you can change and be better. So I really enjoyed this video. It was eye-opening. It was very eye-opening. The big boy. Think and Grow Rich. Who has not read this book? This book and Rich Dad Poor Dad. I don't know who hasn't read this book, but really good book. Talks about your mind. Again, you need to think and grow rich. Everything starts with your mind, bro. You get your mind right, you get your money right. You get your money right, everything else is right. But if you get your mind right, you can get your body right, your finances, your spiritual, bro, everything. Get your mind right. Your mind is the biggest asset you have. Your brain is the biggest asset you have. You need to invest into it. But yeah, a really good book. Talks about the different ways that you can think and grow rich, imagination, manifestation, all that stuff. Yeah. A quitter, look at it. A quitter never wins. Wait, a quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Stuff like that. Like, it makes sense. A quitter never wins because he quits, and a winner never quits. I mean, yeah. Wait. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. Okay. A quitter never wins because he quits. A winner never quits because he's doing good. He's got that ball rolling. He's gonna keep going, keep dominating, keep getting better, improving. So yeah, really good book. Y'all should definitely read it. Yeah, I don't know what else is about this, but it's a really good book. Everybody has read this book. Okay, we're getting down to the top 4 right here. Don't believe everything you think. Oh man, when I saw this book, it was like an ad on Instagram or something, and I bought this book. And it makes you think, like, bro, the only reason why we think negatively or why we feel negative about things is because we're thinking about it. Again, it's full circle. Most of these books are psychology books, bro. Get your mind right. The way you think is the way you act. Your thoughts lead to your feelings, which lead to your actions, which lead to your results. Change your thinking, you change everything else. So basically, it's a really good book. It shows us that we get affected by useless stuff. Because there's a story in here about this monk who was meditating, and he would hear like the leaves blowing and birds flying and stuff, and he would get mad because he's trying to meditate and there's all this noise around him. And then he went to the middle of the lake and it was peaceful. It was peaceful, so he kept going back and forth, back and forth. Until one day he was like in the middle of the lake on his boat, and there was a boat heading towards him. And he was like, "Hey, move your boat away, move your boat away." Then he moved the boat away, and the boat ended up hitting his boat. And he got mad and he was furious. And then he got up from his boat, because he was sitting down, he got up to look who's on the other boat, and he realized there's nobody there. The boat was just drifting, the wind was just pushing it. And at that moment, he wasn't mad anymore. And he realized it wasn't that he was mad at the boat. He was mad at himself. It was his reaction to the boat that got him mad. So just little stuff like that, like understand how you think and why do certain things piss you off or make you mad, and how to control it. Well, you can't really control it, but how can you change it? How can you be better from it? But yeah, everything, you literally, most people have 99 problems and none of them happen. Like, it's crazy. You have so many scenarios of what could go wrong and none of it goes wrong. Like, okay, I don't want to say that, but you have so many scenarios of what could happen, and then what happens, reality, is nothing like what you thought was going to happen. Like, and you're stressing over all the stuff that could have happened that didn't happen. Like, your brain plays games on you, man, but you gotta find a way to use it and maximize it. The psychology of money, you gotta understand how money works. Money is nothing but a tool. Money is nothing. And it makes you wonder, why do I not have any money? Well, because you don't understand how money works. You need to have an abundance mindset, okay? Not only that, the people surrounding you, like, I don't want to say they're broke or they're poor, but they have a different mindset that you do. And I'm talking to myself right now, but like you have these goals and you're trying to achieve, but you can't do it because the people around you, they have never been to this level. So when you propose it to them, they're like they shut you down quickly because they don't understand. They don't see the vision, and that's okay. That's okay because they don't need to. But this one just talks about how money works, like why you work for money, how you can invest your money, compound interest, and just how money circles and makes the world go round. Like you can't do anything without money. Money, having a lot of money, is ultimately allows you to do stuff that you really want to do. Like let's say you want to just travel the world, having money allows you to do that. You want to give back to the community, money allows you to do that. So just understanding how money works and how it plays a big part in our society. And yeah, okay, these two right here, these two books so far, bro. I cannot explain to you how much these books have really had an impact on me. Relentless by Tim Grover. Now, I like this book, but I also like I gotta be worried because in trading. No, okay. First, let me start with this. This book is about talking about how you need to be relentless towards your goals. You need to go for it. Stop making excuses, bro. Nobody cares. Keep working. Keep working hard, bro. Eventually, you're gonna get where you're trying to go. But you gotta stay focused. You gotta stay disciplined. And you gotta stay consistent. You gotta be relentless, bro. There's a difference between good, great, and unstoppable. Good and great are fine. Unstoppable, bro. Nobody can stop you, bro. Only you can stop yourself. And even then, you can't stop yourself. Like people at the top, it's not hard. It's not only hard to get to the top. It's hard to stay at the top. There's a big difference between making it there and staying there. And you have to constantly improve, reach new goals, reach higher. You have to be relentless, bro. Nobody can distract you from your goals. You have to stay focused. And I'm in that period right now where I'm relentless. I don't really care about anything else except trading. I really don't care about anything else. Nothing else except trading. That's all I care about. But anyways, it's a really good book. Get the mental right, staying focused on your goals. But it's also not good for trading because in trading, you can be relentless about winning so much, but losing is a part of the game. And if you're relentless in trading, it's like you lose a trade, you're like, oh, I don't want to lose. Then revenge trading, and then that leads into your emotions are entered into the game and everything, bro. So this book, I gotta be wary of it. It's a really good book just to get the mental right, but I can't bring it into trading. So. And then my favorite book this year. Y'all ever read a book and y'all start like laughing or like that was funny and stuff like that? This is what this book does, bro. There's so many jokes in this book, like it's funny. The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. It talks about again the difference between poor, middle class, and rich people. We have been told lies our lives, bro. Like, oh, you think money goes from trees? I mean, it doesn't. But oh, I don't have enough money for this. We can go to McDonald's, stuff like that, bro. Rich people don't think like that, bro. Like, there's one part of the book where it talks about rich people think both, poor and middle class people think either or. Why are you trying to decide, oh, do I want blue or red? Do I want the blue ice cream or the red ice cream? Bro, get both. Like, you can have both and still enjoy it. Like, you can have your cake and the icing and eat it too. Like, you can do both. That's all about how the rich people have an abundance mindset. When they see other successful rich people, they're admired. They're like, oh, how did he do that? I want to learn from him. Poor people, they're like, he probably like cheated his way or did something illegal for that. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why are you thinking like that? It does not make sense. Or how successful and rich people, they don't associate with corporate. They really don't. And I see why. Like, obviously, if I was rich, when I'm rich and successful, like I wouldn't either. Because rich and successful people hang around other rich and successful people. You want to be around people who are like-minded individuals, who can take you to a next level, who you can learn from and be better. But if you're hanging out with your friends who are not really in the best position, like what are they gonna teach you? Yeah, they can teach you like some life lessons and stuff. But other than that, when they tell you invest your money and do this, no, why would you listen to them? They're not doing it. But if let's say Grant Cardone said to do it, I'll be like, okay, cool. Like he knows what he's talking about. He's been in the financial industry for a while, so he knows. But yeah, it just tells you it's not really secrets because most of these, like once you read the book, it's something like but you didn't know you knew it. So somebody else said it. Like most of these stuff. Like let me give y'all some points, right? Let me give y'all this point, right? Okay. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game to lose. That's such a powerful statement. Like they play to win because they invest and they were like, okay, cool, my money's gonna work for me. Poor people, they're like, nah, I just want a stable job so I can make money and I can go to bed easy tonight, bro. Play offense, stop playing defense. Rich people think big, poor people think small. Like I said, when you're setting your goals, you have to think big. Stop thinking small. Stop thinking small. Okay. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. When something happens to you, you can either look at it positively or negatively. And this is where this book comes in, where it's like, don't believe everything you think. Nothing is positive or negative. Only your thinking makes it positive or negative. So how you react and how you think and feel about it makes it positive or negative. Rich people focus on opportunities. Maybe, let's say, you wanted this job, but you didn't get it, right? Cool. But it opened the door for another opportunity or another job that you actually did want, but not as much as the first. And you go into that one, the second one that just opened up, and that's your big breakthrough. That's what takes you to the next level and where you want to go. See, that's an opportunity right there. But poor people, they'll be like, oh, I didn't get the job I want. Well, I don't want that one. Go work on McDonald's. Like, you need to focus on the positive. And I'll give you one more. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent rich and successful people. Now, he said this line right here that really, let me see. Ooh. Okay, he said this line right here that really stands out to me. Let me read it again. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent rich and successful people. And he said this about poor people, right? Is it because they're broke that they resent the rich, or because they resent the rich that they're broke? Somebody ahead of you will not hate on you. You're only hating on somebody because you want what they have or you want to be where they're at. Think about that. Think about that. So, is it because they're broke that they resent the rich people? Is it because the rich people resent the broke people? And then he's funny. This book is really funny. He talks about how this guy came up to him and was talking about how, being rich is not all that it's worth to be. And he looked at the guy. He said in the book, I forgot what page it was, but he looked at the guy and said, let me guess, you're broke. And I don't know, I was laughing. That was funny. But really good book. This is my favorite book all year so far. Except the Bible. I've been reading the Bible too. But this is my favorite book so far. And I would recommend y'all to read this book. I've read this book like 3 times already this year. So read this book, please. Okay, now I recently got 6 books, like I said. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick breakdown. So this is the first one that I'm reading right now. I literally started this today, and I'm already on page 63. I'm already like 1/3 of the book. Best Loser Wins. This is a trading book. How you need to be okay with losing. You need to be okay with risk and being fine with the outcome. You don't know the outcome. You can't control the outcome. You can only control the input. So being okay with losing. So I'm reading this one right now. And predictably irrational. Talking about how the markets are irrational. You can't control the markets, bro. They're gonna do what they want. Just be fine with it. You can only control yourself and the trade. Okay. And it's not even just about trading. It's about life in general. Psycho-cybernetics. About how people see themselves. Like these guys have face stuff, and they surgery on them and fix them up, and they didn't think they look good because they're used to like looking a certain way for so long. They identify as that look. So, I haven't read it yet, but that's the point. I already know what it's about. Master your emotions. This is mostly trading related, so I can understand why am I scared to jump in this trade right now. Why do I feel like I'm gonna lose money? And just ask why do we feel a certain way and stuff like that. I would teach you to be rich. This is mostly a financial book, understanding how to use my money, leverage my money, save my money, invest my money. Just basically understanding how money works even more and actually applying so much stuff and getting ready for trading, because I don't know, I gotta stay consistent and focused for trading. Once all the profits from trading start coming in, I gotta find a way to use it correctly. I gotta get a head start now, prepare for it. And then Principles by Ray Dalio. Honestly, I don't really know what this one's about. I just heard it was a really good book, so I'm gonna be reading this. But yeah, guys, these are all the books that I read so far. Literally, look at this bag right here. These are all the books that I read this year so far, and those are the books that I will be reading for the month of July. I'll be reading those. So yeah, and I'll make a video talking about quarter 2 and how and everything that I learned throughout this year so far. We're halfway through it, so I'll make a video about that. Stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, comment, like. Remember, stay focused, stay disciplined, stay consistent, and remember, the magic you're looking for is in the work you are avoiding. Y'all have a good point.